Hello, everybody, and happy full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is November 8th. Okay, so I will have in the description box below, what do I want to say? I'm just like losing my thoughts. For each sign, the time stamps. Okay, so you could check that out. It's, I'm going to do the collective. Sometimes at the end I wrap it up too, so you could check that out as well. And we will start from Taurus and then move on from there. It is in their sign, the lunar eclipse. All right, so I'm going to do a quick little collective. Remember, this is an intuitive reading, and this is also a quick and general one. And it is, I feel, sometimes important to check your moon sign, sometimes even your Mercury sign. It's been working that way for me. I want to say even what your North Node is at time, okay? Because these are eclipses, and these are the nodal energies as well. So your North Node, South Node, and your, of course, Sun, Moon sign, sometimes Mercury, well, whatever you think. Wherever Taurus is, maybe also in your natal birth chart, that, and whatever sign is occupied there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's get started. Okay, there's a collective energy that I want to say a significant person may be entering our lives. Okay, so there is a collective energy here. I do feel that energy that it's like maybe out with the old, but in within you. Of course, it is a lunar eclipse. That's a very powerful energy where things can suddenly change. There is transformation. It is a culmination of events that usually close up a cycle and start a new one. So I do feel a new person. If it's not a person, it's definitely a situation. I feel that it can result in a blessing in disguise. There is much out there to offer. These are blessings. This is some great news may come from some kind of closing and ending. I do feel that new people that maybe relate to us, it's like a switch. Love is really in focus. Things that we love, things of value. This is like blessings with money, even though there's been lessons. So if you have some expenditures, there could be a karmic thing to that. So that ends in a certain amount, and then blessings come in. New love, a renewal of love definitely is coming through, and some blessings in disguise. I do feel the energy of defensiveness and big changes of perspective. I do feel people and situations that are going to leave our lives. All right. Old debates may be rehashed. And then I do feel for some of us, we may get our way, but there's a cost to it. And it is for good or for bad. So I do feel that energy. This is a time where our thinking is changing. We are changing. We are going through massive changes. There is a warlike energy at times too. This could be our drive and passion is ignited for something that we want to return, or we want to start new, or for a person or a situation. We see it differently, or this is going to be what we now edit and we start cutting out ourselves because we just suddenly see that this no longer serves for a purpose for us. All right, so there is a lot of that energy and many changes of perspective. So it's a lot of soul searching too. All right, this is also clearing the home, clearing out our finances. Maybe there's been some arguments over finances, but this is a new way of seeing things. This is a new way of processing it. Some things with finances no longer apply as well. Change is happening. That is definite. Okay. All right, so let's get started with the sign of Taurus. Taurus, love, compassion, success, fortune. You may slip at times, up and down, but you're climbing the ladder. I definitely like this energy. All right, so we are seeing that. You're making some personal achievements and milestones. There is that word of perfection. What are you seeking perfection for in your life? insecurities, self-esteem, your wishes, your goals, your love, desire, money. You are seeking perfection. Okay? But there's fear involved at the same time. Delays may be in your favor, and your intuition is evolving here as well. There's a lot of help around you. There's a lot of mysterious energy here too. Some of you could be delving into your spirituality, psychic readings, things like that. Maybe you decide to be a tarot reader or something like that. I do feel that energy. This is your secrets within you. This is soul birth, rebirth as well. I do feel things are going to be amplified for you. You are attracting a lot in your life, so you're a magnetic attraction here. But there are things you want to release and chip off, okay? You are prosperous. There's a sense of a lot of prosperity here, whether you see it or not. So that energy does surround you. Slow and steady wins the race. For some of you, there is big success in your future ahead. So the changes with finances, the changes with job, the things of value, there is big stability. Maybe you find a new job or a new avenue or a new hobby or something that's money making. It's going to be big and it's going to be long lasting. You will find a lot of help around you. Okay? Anything you need help with, it's there. The resources are there. It is important that your emotions need balance. You need to relax a little and you need downtime, and that is going to help clear your energy as well. There's a sense of things are perfect just the way they are. A lot of you will be making money in mysterious ways that you never thought of, is what I'm feeling here as well. So you have that strong energy coming through. You have some powerful energies, period, coming through, okay? All right, so that wraps it up for Taurus. We're moving on to Gemini. Gemini, you have the tower here of self-worth, self-income, and health. Okay? That's definitely coming into focus for you. What's worth it? What's not? There is something that's been negative. Maybe these are our own secrets, the things that we hold in within us. There is an ongoing, I want to say, negative situation, despondent situation that needs to be cleared too. But this is also divine detours that I'm seeing here that is happening. All right. I do feel that there is, for some of you, change of heart. Maybe there's something that you feel unvalued with in relationships or work. So you're going to be changing with that energy there. Okay. It may feel painful. It may feel like there's a sudden abrupt ending, focusing on what has been hard. For some of you, this is a big recovery from an illness. I do pick up health here as well. So I am seeing that energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer energy or someone who exhibits those energies, or the time of Cancer could be significant because of this eclipse. You have indecisions, but you got some big decisions to make that you've definitely been putting off, and it is time. It's restarting again, okay? So I do feel that energy. You're going to be a lot more uplifted, okay? These are your desires are coming through too. There's a sense of things need to be eliminated and clearing off so better things will come in. Lack of motivation at time, okay? So it's like needing to be motivated, and you will gain a lot more clarity. That is definitely coming through for you. I do feel here too that it's a reset button. You're starting over somehow as well. So you do have a tower here. There could be abrupt, sudden changes. And you're starting over somehow. You're picking up the pieces. You have a strong, powerful new beginning from there. This is, for some of you, a new job coming in, a new hobby, a new person, a new way of looking at relationships. Partnerships are changing here too. It can be with work as well. And there's a clearance for your own good here. You may have a magnificent money-making idea. This journey ahead is powerful. It will create some change with the way you look at things, the way your mood is, and also your things of value, money, shared income, resources. Okay? So definitely seeing that energy for Gemini. Now we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer, a lot of energy here for you. Anger, passive aggressiveness, dealing with something from the past. You've worked on this. You've already felt this before. It's been ongoing. There's a resolution coming though. Okay. There's definitely a resolution. You need to focus on yourself and your own security and your own stability, because it's others are kind of distracting you. And that is a warning sign, because you're being pushed again, not with the friendships, not with the groups. You know it, you've done it. There's a tinge from the past here. Your self-worth is coming through here. You are worthy, and stop doubting yourself. Stop allowing others to do that for you, because I do feel that energy. This is planting new roots. This is also your strong energy of moving forward, creativity. I do see you're going to come to some strong resolution. You have the courage to get through things. This is a strong healing energy. New friends, or your friendships or people around you, there's going to be a new dynamics with it. Okay. You're going to be accepted somehow. But it's first of all, you need to self-accept yourself, but you will be accepted somehow in a way that you didn't even realize. People have a change of mind, or, there is this kind of energy here. And this is addressing your self-worth, because you definitely are worthy of it. All right. And it's something you did not have to prove, is what I'm feeling. Your emotions, your feelings, your intuition is strong. Okay. This is also dealing with maybe children or people from the past. This could be people that you grew up with too. They are heavily thinking of you. There is going to be some quick changes in turn of events. This is abrupt change. Okay, unexpected change, and unexpected how your emotions and how you view things. Some secrets will come out. Some secrets will be revealed. Valuable information will come out. You will gain more clarity about the past. This could be some dynamics when it had to do with family or things that you've never known. I don't know. It can go as deep as that. It is changing your points of view, what your hobbies, your goals are, what your desires are, your groups, who you hang out with. I mean, I see powerful energies there. Okay. All right. That wraps it up for Cancer. And now we're moving up. Oh, this is also a wish fulfillment coming through that energy. For Leo. I meant that was for Cancer. Okay. Now we're moving on to Leo. Leo, you have money, love, family, and luck. Yes, this indicates restrictions, karma, making adjustments. So we do see that energy. So there's some things you still have to address here. It is still a hard process to move forward somehow, or be where you want to be. Okay. So hard work, perseverance is going to help you, but if you persevere, you will get on top, is what I'm hearing. You'll be where you want to be. I do feel here planting solid roots is going to be important. I do feel here also how people view you. It's a reputation or something. Make sure your reputation's in check, and avoid any scandals or being with scandalous people. I do feel that energy too. Your self-esteem, your creativity. There could be a lot of primal energy. Your sexuality is coming into focus some way or somehow. Know that you are also worthy. There's a similar energy here to Cancer as well, that I just explained. There's a sense of stark isolation. Some of you may be retreating or need to, okay, and to think things through. All right. This is like soul searching as well. I do see you're too hard on yourself. You're focusing on some regrets. You're being hard on yourself, but this is something that can be resolved. I do see a reconciliation is possible, but I do see maybe someone coming in from the past. An old communication may be coming through. Someone may contact you. There is a new emotional path, a relief, new love, renewal of love. You are getting over a hard burden. You may carry it a little bit longer, but it will end. So definitely seeing that energy. A new beginning is definitely coming through. a simpler, more path is coming through. So the weight you've been carrying, the hard work you've been putting in, it will pay off. All right. So we're definitely seeing that energy. You are growing in some form. You're climbing the stairs. Okay. All right. So that wraps it up for Leo. And now we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo. Okay, so you could be dealing with some kind of expansion, needing a balance and equality. This can be something official in court or dealing with the government system. So like trying to get a lease, a permit, immigration is possible in that. There is that kind of energy here that's showing up for some of you. Remember, it is a very general reading. There is something there, okay? For some of you, this is a new energy of how the law or the system works for you. I don't know. There is dealing with a child or something new. This could be even a pet. There is something there that's showing up. Now, there is a recovery period here too. Something will be recovered. This is also, just know that whatever you may feel as a loss is definitely going to be replenished in a different way. Someone out there may have a question. It's a no answer, I have to say. Equality is very important, especially when dealing with love and matters of the heart. All right. So it's like you need some kind of a balance and you need equality and you need to release something. Clarity is coming through too. So I do feel that energy and some kind of a recovery of something that can be lost. I do feel that here there could be some changes with your finances, or maybe things just don't go your way exactly with kind of something litigation or some kind of expansion that you've been wanting to do or something official. It's either red tape, bureaucracy, or something's missing or a delay. I do feel that energy. There is a connection to long distance here as well. For some of you may have to, this could be a little bit of change of your major with school. Maybe you need to learn something. Schooling is coming through here too. Changes with finances is definitely showing up here as well. Now, I do feel for some of you, this is kicking some kind of addiction. If you've had a illegal addiction or something, this could be drugs or alcohol or DUI, whatever, you may have to go to rehab. You may have to pay your dues somehow, okay? But this is something that's going to benefit you in the future. I see a good celebration from that, okay? Everything in moderation and balance is going to be very important for Virgo, all right? I do feel that changes is showing up as well. There is something that either you may feel a group of people, or they may feel a little different to you now. They just changed the situation. You may feel outcasted or left out, or you don't belong. This could be with your own family, and you kind of be revisiting that like, wait, why is it? What is it? I do feel that energy. There is some decisions to make as well. Okay, so you have some important decisions to make. You're going to have to trust yourself. There is a new beginning. Truth and honesty and integrity is very, very important. You could be creating a whole new you. It's like a rebirth from it within as well. Okay, so definitely seeing that energy for Virgo. Now we're going to move on to Libra. Libra, you have a tower. This is work, career, what your hobbies were, the world around you. Big change. Can be changed beyond your control. You have a very important energy here. I also feel something needs to be purged. This could be where you are living. There is something about your surroundings here that I'm looking at. This could be maybe you're by an electromagnetic field or something like that, because that could be affecting something that and you need some kind of protection from it. So the surrounding areas, work and home, make sure that the energies are clear there. I do see that. Your intuition is sharp, okay, but you need to focus. Something will inspire you, some kind of a change. The problem with Libra, what I'm seeing here, is you're impatient. This could be you're making affirmations, or maybe you're getting readings and that, and you're just kind of impatient, and it's better to watch your words or impulsiveness, okay? Because things are on divine timing. Nobody can give you timing. Nobody can do you, or you could wish things, you could do things, but whatever it is, it's on divine timing. And your patience could be very delicate. You need some patience, okay? So with patience, you're going to see divine detours, and then you're going to be more inspired. So you have to have faith and follow your intuition. You're going through divine changes as well. What you want is before you. It's within reach, but it's a divine timing. I do feel that this is a time where you may start finally getting an epiphany and saying, hey, this person's taking advantage of me. This person's manipulative. This person has ulterior motives. Do you have ulterior motives too? So there is something there to look at both sides. All right. So patience is very important. I do feel there's a strong healing energy here too. There can be sudden change with work, career, and home. All right. Even money. There's a change of how you earn your money or how someone's been supporting. If someone's been giving you money, that may end now too. All right. Some of you may take a leap of faith, go to another job, move suddenly, start an entrepreneur business, your own business. And then it's like, yeah, financial independence. It feels good. You know, so we are seeing that kind of energy. I do feel that when you least expect it, things will work out for you. So you're on a journey. There is a reigniting the past together, a come together, or a reunion or reconciliation is very possible as well. All right. So I do feel that energy. Either ways, your patience is going to bring victory for you. Okay. So seeing that even with money, I do see here that it's important to check your spending, make sure that you paid off your bills, because there is some change coming there too. Okay. So that is for Libra. Now we are moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you have some important decisions to make. Something is in the works for you in your love life, your family, discoveries that coming through too from the heart. That can work in so many ways. Some of you have fated destiny and soulmates coming into your life. So there is a sense of also know that's happening. It may not be here yet, but I do see prophetic ability, your intuition, and some of you may be have prophetic dreams or prophetic ability is there. Visualize things, keep it positive too. Prosperity is there, your heart. There is a changing and a healing of the heart that's going to bring a transition with relationships, family, friends, love life, big healing, and that prophetic ability. You listen to your heart. It's very important. There is a warning of your surroundings to clear things. There is a warning here to pay attention more to the nuances around you. An Aquarius is coming into play, or the time of Aquarius, this can hit really strongly. I feel that energy. There is going to be a major discovery, whether you discover what's in your heart. The universe may be giving you some kind of, like I said, it's a prophetic ability. Discoveries are going to be made. Sometimes we're shocked of how we discover ways to heal, or what was something about us or others. So you're making a lot of discoveries. Okay. I do feel here too, relationships are going to go to another level. Home, family, could be moving. This is positive energies. A big celebration may be at play here. There is love coming into your life. This is a soulmate energy. Talk, counsel, advice, all of that is there. Many people gravitate to you. People are kind of noticing you in a way that you don't even realize it. There is, for some of you, a significant engagement, news of an engagement. Definitely love is transitioning for you. I do feel that energy. Okay, so this is going to create more emotional validation for you as well. Very interesting energies for Scorpio. And now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, home, foundation. It's still in the gray. You have been transforming, personal changes. It's still ongoing. Your changes of heart, how you feel, need this balance, your health and well-being. All of it there is showing up. You may have some abrupt, sudden changes, or you're constantly restarting somehow. You need to let go of what has hurt you from the past. It's like you feel like, okay, this one stabbed me in the back. This one did that. The thing is, it's time to create something new. You are your own creator of your new beginning here. Okay, so creation is big. What you create now is going to be your reality. I do feel you need to relax a little. Relaxation is going to be very important. Meditation is going to help you create your own reality here. Alignment is important. You need to be attuned to what's been said and what is going on around you. You may have an accelerated pace here. Things may start moving very quickly in your life. Okay. So you're going to have to create some balance. This is new income. New job is possible. Some may be working from home. Think the energies around you are going to move really quickly. So you're going to have to find balance. There is an up and down with emotions here. This is like negativity, but then there's unhappiness, there's despondency, there's different levels here. There is something there that still needs to be restructured. Okay, I do see a lot of progress being made. Divine timing. I do feel a lot of communication is coming through here as well. Money and investments for the future. All right, talks about money may be coming through too. For some of you, this is a creative time. Write things down. This is also creative writing. Things that you communicate, the things that through written word or through communication is going to be strong. You are creating your own destiny here in a way and your own reality. Okay, you may take on a new project, but you also need to know that teamwork is the dream work as well. So I do feel that energy. There can be something you communicate to others will be valuable for them. So you could be very inspiring and helping others as well. Some of you may take a crash course on something too. So I do feel that energy. Okay. All right. That concludes it for Sagittarius. Now we're moving on to Capricorn. Okay, now Capricorn and Aquarius, both of this stone is going to be between both of you. So for Capricorn and Aquarius may come into play, very important, or Aquarius. We'll get to Aquarius, but now this stone is here for both signs. And this is something that you have some kind of a connection to. To me, it feels like the connection is between, I don't know if it's children, a change of something that you like to do and is different, and also something with the home because it is family, love, health, and ambitions showing up. Now, Capricorn, this is bringing back maybe something from the past, or it's been taken a while. There is a strong connection here, okay? You do have health and well-being, lifestyle adjustments, so you've got some changes going on there. Okay, you are empowered. There is also bringing back your power. There are big changes with career direction and even your hobbies. So I definitely see that energy. Capricorn, I do see that, again, communication, similar to what I saw with Sagittarius, communications are going to be important. What you do speak, what you do say is going to either bring you recognition and reward, or you're going to be, it's almost like you're, people are going to either, it's powerful somehow, for good or for bad. It is a general reading. You are thrown into destiny. This is your destined path. You have a powerful change with this. All right, with this lunar eclipse. It is time to take back your power. I also pick up a Pisces energy for you. This is wrapping up and tying up loose ends and moving forward. I do feel that you have lessons to teach others. You've learned something and now you need to teach it to others. All right, so this is a lot of creativity, recognition, and reward. But then there's, it's a long term that you need to look at what it is that you are building. For example, this could be you creating a monster. Maybe you're helping someone out, mentoring someone, and then you create a monster. So be careful where you are mentoring, teaching as well. I do feel this is your destiny. You're in a destined path here with these big changes. You're going to be a lot more insightful. You're going to be making a lot of connections, and meditation is important. And that's going to activate a lot of things in your life. And this is health, well-being, a lot of that energy and empowerment. Okay. Love, money, many changes are coming up here in options. Slow and steady wins the race. You're going to have to be patient as well because you're kind of being thrown into your destiny. So the experiences you go through with this is meant to be, definitely meant to be, to take your power back as well. Okay. Now we're moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, like I said, there's a connection between you and Capricorn and thrown into destiny somehow here, love, family, and that, and some big changes, okay? What I do feel for Aquarius here, your home life, The way things have been, there is closing the corners, airtight. Permanent endings, new beginnings. There is some activity there. I do feel here connections are very important. Meditation and things are activating. The light is going to be shone. You may do something that is going to be so uplifting. You may take the higher road. You may swallow your pride and do something for someone that in there's a total change of either personality with you, whatever you will be doing. Some of you is going to bring you something. It's like good karma. I really feel that you're going to make some recommitments with your vows or your goals. Some of you may like remarry again. You may take your vows seriously or renew your vows. I do feel that energy. Relationships are ascending something differently here. I do see some important decisions, and you may swallow your pride because of it. Your health, your well-being is showing up, and adjustments with your everyday routine. It's like a healthy lifestyle, the way you live, your routines, and that is changing here. It's something that needs to be done. There is a sense of maybe you feel guilty about something. Something may resurface. Maybe you did something wrong in the past and you want to correct it. You know what I mean? You want to redeem. Or you feel guilty about a situation. Sometimes it's a general reading. Sometimes we just feel guilty when we're doing good and we're moving forward and we're just concentrating on ourselves and we're like, so I do feel that energy. There is positivity here. There's good news coming in from all of this. There's recognition. There's rewards coming in. I do feel that some of you seeing the light somehow. It's an epiphany. Fun times, reliving the good times. It's a work in progress. Hard work, perseverance is going to bring you rewards. This change is going to gravitate so much better for you. This could be just a sudden change that you never even expected about yourself, okay? All right, so from Aquarius, we move on to Pisces. Pisces, you have strong new beginnings that you may not even realize. All right, so it's really good. The seeds that you plant now are going to reap and sow later. Heart, love, compassion, beautiful energies. But this is also dealing with some insecurities. Where do you feel insecure? Whether it's in love, whether it's in finances, there is something there. Something that is speaking to you. Your soul is speaking. So it's something you need to kind of listen to as well. So it's addressing your insecurities. Pisces, you're going to take an extreme leap of faith. This is a new beginning. You don't know where you're going. You will take some kind of leap of faith. It's fate, it's destiny. Wow, the last signs here that I'm doing have a lot of fate and destiny. It's going to lead you to some kind of happiness and strong, I want to say this is love, family, abundance, health, a lot of energy here. You need to be still a little. You need to think things through. There's this nervous tinge here that I'm picking up. You could be either, like doodling too much or jittery. So I do feel that energy. You're making some strong connections here. And this is for long longevity, long permanent stance, okay? You're coming to strong new beginnings. And this is a feeling of oneness, all for one and one for all type of energy. I do feel coming into mid-December and on is a strong, powerful new beginning for you. You've learned some lessons very, very well, and you're going to be teaching others these lessons as well. There is something valuable here that you're going to teach others as well. Communications is strongly indicated here as well. What you communicate is going to be important. This is love and a renewal. This is working on a relationship. Family, it's all there. Okay, going with the flow. All right, so that's Pisces. Now we are moving on to Aries. Okay, Aries. So Aries, you have home and foundation. There's some negativity here. Okay, so definitely seeing that negativity. We are seeing here also this can be what your temper. It's passive aggressive and your passion desires, things to think about. There's something you need to understand. There's something that you're not understanding and you need to understand. But this is going to, whether you like it or not, it's going to create some endings or whatever, or ways for you to understand things. Universal love is so important. All right. So this is opening the heart and you're following your intuition. This is a time of your dreams kind of leading you to something too. Gaining more insight. All right. So it is so important in gaining more understanding. I do feel here as well that there's a sense of vanity around. There's a sense of superficiality that needs to be cleared as well. This could be with people around you, but this could be you as well. It's not about just what we get out of things. It's universal love. It is all for one, one for all. Needing to let go of a negative situation that's within the home as well. Focus is on you. Something is going to make you have to see things and change things as well. There's something you need to see. I do feel here this is also maybe what it is, you know, it's seeing what is more valuable in your life. It's not all about money and what we own. It's about the value of who we are, what people are around us. Things are going to fall into place. Okay. It's time for you to kind of get things under control as well. Something needs to, like the bleeding needs to stop, so to speak. Okay. So I am seeing here that there's a big focus on how am I looking? Do I look well? Do I not? You got to understand people don't always look at your appearance. They look at how you are, what your soul is about. You know what I mean? It's like there's a sense of superficiality here for some of you. So I am seeing that energy. It's time to be selfless and throw the ego on the side. You're going to have to throw your ego on the side about something as well. So I do feel this is a transition for it. All right. So I do see that. I do see that there will be something that is transforming and will come to an end. Okay. Doors are closing. New ones are going to open. So you're going through a big transition. Something needs to end anyway. It needs to. I do feel here you need to open your heart to give, receive love. I do feel here too that this is, I want to say, a group of people. Or this could be you're being ghosted, you're shutting down lines of communication with someone, or they may with you. Okay. This is a time of thinking, analyzing things, but never overanalyze. Things will fall into place for you. You'll gain some better understanding through something that's ending and changing. And then you got an important decision to make. All right. So I do feel that energy. And this is about following your intuition and your heart too. I do feel that there is maybe someone around who could be a little bit critical. They may, this could be someone you live with, and this person may come and give you constructive criticism, or this person may just say it like it is. And you may feel you weren't supported, or maybe they're just calling out something and they're like doing what they need to do now. Okay. So the universe is aligning things for you and clearing off some negativity as well. So I don't know. That's the best I can explain it. For others of you, this may be a change of resident eventually, because there could be some financial changes or something is not working with the home dynamics, and there could be some changes there. For a lot of you too, this is passion, desire, and this is also following your creativity. Okay. Balance needed. And then for some of you, this is great, because this is if you've been working something at home, maybe you're making some adjustments, and you could use that to create a business because you learned something new. Maybe you have to jump out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're called upon to do something that you were always hard, you know, like you're in the spotlight, for example, or they say they want you to do something like stand up and make a speech. And then you're like, oh, I am kind of shy. So it's like kind of getting yourself to do something that's going to empower you and change and give you some kind of, it's going to bring some, I want to say, a gift maybe comes out of it, or you just realize, wow, I'm a great speaker. You know what I mean? There's something very positive from this that is coming up, this transformation as well. All right. It's understanding things, in being more insightful about the self and your situations. Okay. All right. So that wraps it up for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on November 8th. It's advisable to check this for the next, a few times at least. Anyway, like I said, the timestamps are in the description box below for each sign.